So guys, really excited for this next video here, and we're going to talk about how to build a flywheel that can literally double your revenue if you have the right systems in place. Alright, and this can just show you the potential of what's possible really for your business, right? So this is an example of what this flywheel effect has on your business really. So a small change in retention leads to big results, right? So let's say you are right now somewhere here, right? And let's say your current retention strategy is around 5%, right? So what that means is for every 100 customers that come in, you end up retaining only 5 customers as repeat buyers into your store, right? That really puts a lot of pressure on your front end system and your front end customer acquisition system, right? So if you do not have the right systems in place, if you do not have the right machines in place, right, the right flywheels in place to really ensure that you retain a ton of customers, what ends up happening is that you end up in this continuous flywheel of burning yourself out in your business, right? You are always on pins, you're always thinking about how you're going to acquire more customers, how you're going to go viral, how are you going to use ads more effectively, how are you going to drop your CPA, or how are you going to, just have all that stress go away, right? You're always worried about how to retain, really get those customers again and again, right? You do not have a system where they are literally becoming salesmen for your own brand, right? But you can actually build flywheels, you can actually build a company where you do not have stress of generating all customers every single month, every single day, every single minute, every single hour. Instead, you could just build a system one time, right? Have a little tweaks to it every year and there, but for the most part, it works by itself, right? And this is an example of how that system can result for you, really. So a small change in retention can lead to really big results. So this is just showing you 10% of retention, but realistically for our clients, we actually do 50 to 60% retention, right? So every 100 customers that come in, we retain 50 to 60 customers for the next month and then for the next month, right? So that means your revenue starts compounding every single time you acquire new customers, right? So every time you attract 100 customers, you retain 50 customers from that to really repurchase from your brand the next month, right? And then you can already see how your revenue will explode over the next few months, right? So this is just giving you an example of what retention looks like, right? And if you are to look at the kind of system that we have built, right? So at this point, we have already had a proven offer for your brand, right? Your creatives and your audiences are already tested. That's the only way you're currently at 50K per month, right? So the only way you're at 50K per month is if you have had these things figured out. If you haven't had these things figured out, no matter if you implement the system, it's not going to scale. It's not going to double your revenue, right? So only if you have these systems in place, only then you are ready for scaling, all right? So let's look at the customers and let's look at the journey your customers need to take for really doubling your revenue, all right? So let's say these are your 3 traffic sources, right? So these are the 3 ones we really implement. So I'm just going to be talking about them, right? So let's say your customers are actually coming in from organic growth, from email subscribers and ads, all right? And they all turn into first-time customers, okay? Now let's assume from all these metrics put together, you have your first-time customers generating you revenue of $30, right? $30 conversion value along with the cost per purchase of $10, and your ROAS is 3x, right? So now what really happens there is some customers, right, end up becoming repeat purchasers. And just for this example, I'm going to keep the numbers simple. I'm going to give you 33% return customer rate, right? So most stores have like under 30% when they aren't working with a certified partner, 33%. And you are really looking to increase that, right? So this is already one flywheel that we create into your system, into your business, which can really help you increase the number of repeat buyers, right? So that's just one step, right? Now, let's say, I'm putting down the numbers here. Let's say that from the first time sales to the repeat buyers, you have 3 customers, right? Let's say you have 3 new customers, right? And only one of them makes a repeat purchase, right? What does that mean for your revenue, right? So you spent $30 in total to generate 3 customers, which resulted in $30 spent along with $90 generated in revenue over here. Okay, but let's say only one customer repeat purchases. What happens to your revenue and what happens to your ROAS? Most importantly, your ROAS goes from a 3x to a 4x, right? So that's just one cycle, right? You didn't even have to do anything else to attract and increase ROAS, but you just had one customer repeat purchase and that led to a 4x ROAS. All right. So now let's say that customer goes in and refers one friend, right? So out of 3 customers, right, you have just one person getting you a referral, right? So that's one new person to your brand. All right. So that means you still spent just $30, right? You just spent this $30 and now you've generated one referral. All right. So that means you've now generated $150. So you can see how you've just still spent $30 and made $150. Okay. And now even for this, like there's a really simple app that you can implement. It's called Social Snowball, right? And they're pretty good. They have their integrations on Shopify, right? And then it's very easy to implement. It's a 2-minute tutorial to implement, right? So let's say that referral now goes ahead and becomes a repeat customer, right? So once that referral goes ahead and becomes a repeat customer, inevitably you've still spent the same. You've still spent only $30 on this upfront cost in generating those customers, but it has resulted in $180 in revenue, right? And that's a ROAS of 6x. So technically, from your first time customers to your repeat customers, and if you have implemented this flywheel correctly, you can technically double your revenue without having to spend more on ads, right? So ads is just like a reminder for your customers, right? It's just like a reminder of, we're giving this offer, or we have released a new product line, or here's a crazy offer with a crazy ton of value from your brand. And it's just like a reminder. It's like a SMS notification that you get. That's the power of you utilizing ads, but it's not the ads responsibility to get you the customers, right? You need to have a system in place in order for your customers to automatically convert, right? And reconvert, right? So that's the whole system we actually can implement for your business. And again, if you're someone watching through 8 minutes of my video, you know that there is value in this, right? You can see that this entire system is pretty crazy for your business, and if it's implemented, you can see the potential here. So this could very easily be like 500K to $1 million, right? You could easily be doing these kinds of numbers, right? And that's without even like increasing ad spend. That's the craziest part. You just have the same ad spend, but you have doubled your revenue by just implementing one flywheel into your business, right? And yeah, that's really the power of increasing and building the right systems, having the right retention strategy in place, having the right referral strategy in place, and really collating all the users' data into really the ads. But again, not just relying on ads, but using different systems that can consistently bring you money, right? So that's again what we implement for our clients and for our systems. If you haven't yet booked a call, go ahead, click the link and book a call. And yeah, looking forward to again helping you as a business owner to really scale to that next level and really push past that plateau that you've hit in business, and yeah, take you to those 100K months and potentially 500K months. So yeah, see you. Take care. Bye-bye.